Beijing, the bustling capital of China. This city of 15 million people has raced into the 21st century. Yet this modern city faces a gritty problem. Perennial winds have always whipped the city. But today, the sand they carry can bring life here to a grinding halt. Once a rare occurrence, sandstorms are now a frequent blight on Beijing life. In the most severe storms, residents say that it's like it's raining sand. In spring 2001, Beijing got a wake-up call.
由于冷空气和蒙古气旋在迅速东移，中央气象台今天下午6点钟发布强沙尘暴警报。今天晚上到明天，西北地区东部、华北的北部以及东北平原的南部将会有扬沙和沙尘暴，其中内蒙古中西部、甘肃中西部、宁夏北部。
That year, Beijingers discovered just how treacherous sandstorms could be. The ultrafine dust-like particles are real killers. Easily breathed in, they clog the lungs and respiratory systems. When the sandstorm warning sounded, it was hard for anyone to ignore. That global warming is making China's sandstorms worse. Increasing drought and increasing wind means that sand reaches further than ever before. The causes of sandstorms are complex, but the simple fact is that the people of Beijing can no longer avoid them. The capital's been hit by as many as 10 storms in a single year.
我们上学，然后发现天空特别黑，一打一波哇，然后全班同学都空在那窗口上看着，天怎么这样？然后就喊世界末日了，世界末日了。
The sandstorms that rock China are not only awesome, they also kill. More than 100,000 livestock have died in a single storm. Sandstorms are also lethal for humans. Some people die from accidents on the planet. But sandstorms threaten to make it grind to a halt. The Gobi Desert is now only 70 kilometers from the center of the city. The Great Wall may have protected Beijing from the hordes that thundered out of Central Asia, but this is an invader it cannot shut out. To understand the problem, the Chinese have gone back to the source. They've found that the sandstorms that rage out of North China are part of a larger environmental problem. Too much green land is being turned into desert. Climate change and human activity both play a part, making deserts expand at an unbelievable rate. This sets the conditions for bigger and more lethal sandstorms.
当时的那种状况就是整个地球都觉得有点歪了，因为你啥都没经历过这种，突然一下白天是那个状况，特别可怕。当时那种状况也是确实可怕，我们觉得就不知所措了。
The storm dumped 250,000 tons of sand on the town. What does it take to move such a huge volume of sand? Complex forces move the huge walls of sand. Convective air currents are caused when high-pressure systems crash to Earth. They can lift sand particles vertically into the air. The high pressure is deflected when it hits the ground, driving sand forward. Surface wind can also push the airborne sand.
要说沙尘暴机理比较简单，通俗易懂的讲，就是来了大风了，它马上就会起沙、扬尘， 你看那边那个裸沙地带，稍微一点风它就起沙了，这就所谓这个扬沙的这个过程就发生了。那同样情况，在我们这个有一定植被覆盖的这个区域里头，根本找不到扬沙的这种情况。这也就是在大风过程里面是否会起沙，有多大范围里面起沙，这里面呢可能跟现在的沙漠化土地的蔓延有直接的关系，因为它是直接提供沙尘物质的园区。
Desertification is the process by which land loses its vegetative cover and becomes desert. When there's no plant cover to protect it, wind lifts soil and sand particles into the air. The finer, most fertile and chemically active portions of the soil are the first to be lifted. They can be carried hundreds, even thousands of kilometers from their source. It takes stronger wind to move large-grained sand. At ground level, sand flows along the surface like water. Gale-force winds can lift coarser particles and even small pebbles. And as the wind approaches hurricane speed, stones and gravel creep along the ground. Vegetative ground cover protects the soil from the wind. But climate change, drought and human intervention have turned large parts of the grasslands into desert. China's new prosperity has raised the demand for meat, but overlarge herds destroy the grasslands. Even in the best remaining pastures, the grass is shrinking. Locals say that it was possible to lose a sheep in the tall grass, but no more. Today, what grass is left is short, and in the places where overgrazing is worst, there is no grass at all. The grassland is not the only thing to disappear. So too do roads, but unlike the fields, roads can be uncovered, at least for a time. But it is only a short-term solution.